I got that California.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Sonic Blue 100 here, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, where today we are gonna continue getting closer to the Dokis. Now, I don't know which Doki to go for, okay? Because we've already seen a Natsuki one, we've seen a Sayori one, and I don't really like Yuri. And Monica, she's not an option. She's out of our league, so I think I'm gonna go down another Sayori route just because her next one is really funny. But without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. I make these intros way too long, but just want to go ahead and say once again, it's always at the beginning of my videos, but this video and this game is not for those who are easily disturbed, suffering from anxiety, depression, or if you're under the age of 13. So yeah, either way, let's go ahead and hop back into it. I guess it's this one. So oh, I just realized you could see all the recording dates. Well, that's kind of funny. We'll show it Natsuki next. I have to do voices, and I forgot the voices. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this was as good as your last one, I would be completely Natsuki! Oh my god! We're not even like a minute in the video, and I'm already gonna have to throw in another box. Okay, moving on. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. This music's nice. Alright, Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I could always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Great job, Natsuki. Great poem. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem isn't... anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? I cannot English. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of willed hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. I wonder who else we're gonna show our poem to. Oh no, Yuri. I don't like you. Okay. Are you still mad at me? Eh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri? You might be reading into this a little too much. How can I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and most people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants. But it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Okay, just to let you guys know, every playthrough of this is different depending on what words you pick, what girls you talk to, and what certain orders, and even parts of the game change once we get into the next act. So I don't remember seeing this if I ever saw it in the first place. So make sure to check the links in the description if you want to play the game for yourself. There's a Steam link and a non-Steam link. And the Steam obviously is really easy to set up because I'm pretty sure everybody knows how Steam works. But the non-Steam one, which is what I'm actually recording the gameplay on, is a little bit more, I guess, difficult. It's not really that difficult. I'll probably go over a video of it one day and how to do the mods and stuff. But for now, I'd recommend just going to the Steam link, or of course if you want to go to the other link, they're both in the description down below. You should play the game for yourself. You can either play it with me or you can get ahead of me. It doesn't matter to me. I've played it. I know what happens. Just make sure that if people don't want to play it for themselves and they just kind of want to watch it, that you don't spoil anything in the comments down below. Just stay away from spoilers. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but abide by that request. Oh, so we didn't even read her poem. Okay. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too! Sayori's putting... Let's try that again. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and we each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. I don't know if you've noticed, but yes, I did just deepen Monica's voice and raise Sayori's voice and kind of switch them around. Just because that's how I think it would be. Monica a little bit deeper than Sayori, but they're about the same. Finding new horizons. I think that's a Doki Doki mod. I'm actually not sure about that. It's got me curious now, I'm gonna have to see. But, finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that, it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Yeah. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everybody else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too I was wrong. Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? I actually have a blanket up here on this window to block the light, and it's still not blocking that much light. Probably should do better than that. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is called The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line, so she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wah! 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 Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quibbling words transfer into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that keeps Yuri concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'll go next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. Why'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine that you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. This poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I was to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone that, though... English. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you guys on the support for this jury. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Christopher liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. That might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Christopher. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Christopher lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. That was Natsuki. It's fine, I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for the day. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applaud anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way over to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in other people would be way easier. I can put down whatever face I want in front of other people. She's got a point. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, it could be either way, because depending on it, you could see it as hard with your friends, since your friends know you the most. It would be a little embarrassing just to know that your friends know you enough. Or it could be about like what you think people think of you. So I swear I drink so much water during these videos. Well, in that case, I don't know if I read that. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I'm going to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Your hair is clipping outside of the screen, and my mouse is going over to the other monitor slightly. Also, Natsuki's like eyeballing the hair, like she's gonna eat the hair. Just like, ooh, that looks like some tasty hair. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. And I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Christopher. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed, and I feel like that school day literally lasted about as long as my school days at school do. Needless to say, forever. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Yes?
I said, hey, Sayori. And she activated. Hey, Sayori. Apparently my phone has a new name, guys. And it's Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say one day that Yuri has to walk home with you. Why Yuri? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with Sayori, obviously, because you guys know I don't like Yuri. Sayori, you really think I'd ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see you in the club every day. Besides, you seem to really like going home together. I would just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Christopher. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so... If she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh my god, it feels like it took 6.5 years to get back to this poem page. But we're here. And we're about to start the third day, and That's good. Me over here thinking about the game. How long is the game again? Alright, so we're gonna, Alright, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. If you made it this far, I want to go ahead and thank you. First off, let me go ahead and get back to the main menu. So let's put that there. Main menu, yes. Okay. First off, if you've made it this far throughout the video, I want to thank you so much. You guys helped me out so much. The recent support on the channel is absolutely amazing. I've met so many new people recently, and I'm just so thankful for all of you. And, yeah. Now, there's one thing I do want to go ahead and say. For this last one, I will let you guys pick, alright? Since this is, well, I say the last one. It is like the last time we're going to write a poem. So, yeah, spoiler alert! This is the last time we're going to write a poem. And so, we've already done a Natsuki one. We've already done a Sayori one. Should we do a Yuri one? Or should we do one of the other girls again? So I'm going to leave a poll in my Discord server. So, join the Discord in the description down below so you can vote. I'm going to leave a poll on my Discord server along with the announcement that this video is coming out. So, if you've made it this far, just go click the link in the description that says Discord. If you don't have Discord, get it. It's free. It's really easy to set up. You can join it. Vote. Your opinion matters. And it will be attached to the announcement that announces that the video has been released. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really am thankful for all the support that you guys have shown on the channel recently. And especially these Doki Doki videos. I love this game. It's one of the absolute greatest games I've ever played. And it's also really easy for me to record and be able to get out for you guys frequently. I've actually managed to keep a recent upload schedule. I think it was like 6 days, 4 days, 1 day. There's a little gap there, but still. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It would help me out so much. We are so close to 200. We're about like 20 subs or so away from 200 subscribers, and that would be over 100 subs in a year, which would be absolutely amazing. Now, I know other YouTubers do some crazy stuff other than 100, but for me, that's a lot, especially because it took me like 2 years to get to 100 alone, so... So if you're new, consider subscribing. Leave a like on this video. It pushes the video out there and gets it out to more people, and shows your support for the channel and the series. And leave a comment down below. I will be looking at the comments too, so if you don't want to join the Discord, you can, of course, leave a comment down below on which route I should, or which girl I should hang out with, or which girl the poem should be made for, whatever you want to call it. But thank you guys so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to me. Make sure to share the video with all your friends. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you dudes in the next video. Goodbye for now, my friends.